Hey guys, welcome back to Sweet Explainer. Today, I am going to explain 1983 romance and comedy movie called My Tutor. So let's begin. At the beginning of the movie, we are shown Bobby, who was watching the girls' dance practice going on in the side class, instead of studying in his classroom, after sometimes the class gets over. So both Bobby and his friend were talking to each other. That's when we get to know that he has finished his high school. So after a few months, everyone was going to college. Meanwhile, another friend of his, Billy comes. Actually Bobby and Jack were virgins and Billy was about to take them somewhere to have their virginity lost. After a while, Jack and Billy leave and a girl named Bonnie comes to Bobby and both wish each other a good luck to take admission in the new college. Bonnie was actually Bobby's classmate as well as Bonnie Bobby's crush. The next morning we see Bobby and his dad together, where we get to know that Bobby French has fallen in the subject. That's why his dad hired a French teacher for him who was going to teach Bobby French in 1 month. Actually, his father wanted Bobby to study law and French was necessary to take admission in the best law college there, at the same time when Bobby was swimming in his pool. Then where does his French teacher Terry come and says that he will start studies from tomorrow. And we see Terry and Bobby's dad together where they talk about giving Terry $10,000 extra so that Terry can focus on teaching Bobby. The next day, Terry starts Bobby's class, but Bobby's focus was not in studies. Instead, he starts asking Terry some personal questions like whether he has a boyfriend or not. Terry tells that he had a boyfriend, but now they have a breakup. The same night, Billy takes both of them again to the restaurant to get their virginity lost. There was a girl there, they talk to her and that girl agrees to be intimate with them. So the girl and Bobby start getting intimate in a car parked outside the restaurant. But in no time, the boyfriend of that girl comes to the restaurant with his friends, but she does not find that restaurant in which understands that she is getting intimate with someone again. Actually, that girl is always intimate with someone for money, so the boyfriend of that girl comes outside the restaurant looking for her and starts calling that girl by her name, from which she hears the girl and tells Bobby to run away from there. But her boyfriend's friends were many and were looking for them, that's why Bobby gets printed under the car. After searching for a while, they get the Jack and they catch the Jack as Bobby. But then that girl tells that it is not that boy. Taking advantage of the same opportunity, Bobby runs away and hides in Billy's car. And when Bobby reaches his house, Bobby then sees Terry swimming naked and Bobby looks at her behind the bushes. After swimming, Terry goes to her room and changes clothes and Bobby hides and watches Terry. The next day Terry was lying with her, but Bobby lost his imagination in which she intimates with Terry, but Terry wakes her up and asks her to read. After the class is over, Bobby Jack goes to hide and seek the dance practice of the girls. The next day, Terry takes Bobby's test in which he had secured good marks. That's why, Terry takes him to the restaurant to give him a treat. Shortly after which Terry's boyfriend comes there and asks him to patch up again, but Terry refuses him. Her boyfriend starts convincing her, just then he gets a call and taking advantage of the opportunity, Terry and Bobby leave, so her boyfriend runs after her, but both of them were on the scooty so he can't follow her, so he notes Bobby's scooty's number. That night Bobby is going somewhere when he sees a beautiful girl at the telephone booth and seeing her imagines him in the middle of the road, that she and the girl are getting intimate together when a trucker wakes her up from that imagination by blowing a horn. Then Bobby reaches his house and again sees Terry taking a bath, but this time she catches up with Terry and says that it is not a good thing to see someone hiding like this. The next morning, Bobby is nowhere to be seen. He asks his mom about it, to which she says how Terry has gone out with the man. A short time later, when Bobby comes outside his house to see Terry with her boyfriend, he understands that they have patched up. He also gets a little hurt by letting Terry with him, but he cannot say this. That same night Terry goes to her boyfriend's house, where he was getting intimate with some other girl. Then Terry gets very angry and goes to Bobby's house after abusing her boyfriend, but she was a little upset by this incident. That's why she was sitting in Bobby's garden. Just then Bobby comes to him and asks him what happened, on which she tells him about her boyfriend and she becomes very emotional, but Bobby takes over that same night when Terry is taking a bath. Then he comes over there and without any hesitation starts seeing her and this time Terry drags Bobby and drops him in the pool. After this, both swim together and go to the room and get intimate. Then we are shown the party scene. Actually that day was Bobby's birthday, so this party was organized. The same Terry was getting ready to go to the party when Bobby's dad stops her and says he needs to talk to Terry about something. So Terry comes and sits beside him. After a while she directly tells Terry that she is intimate with him and for this he was ready to pay a lot of money, but Terry refuses him and says you cannot buy everything with money. That evening, Bobby locks the door to Terry's room again. Just then, Terry opens the door and tells Bobby whatever is happening between them is just lust. At the same time, she also tells him that by this you should not consider love, on which he also says, I was also doing this just to fulfill my desire. So Terry invites him in. After this they are intimate, and as soon as morning falls, Bobby runs back to his room. As soon as he comes to the room, he falls asleep on his study table. Only then his dad comes there and sees Bobby. He thinks that Bobby must have studied all night, so he praises her a little. After a while, Terry's boyfriend comes to Bobby's house and starts asking Bobby about Terry. Bobby tells that Terry has gone out, just as Terry's boyfriend waits there, but Bobby asks him to leave, but he refuses to go, so Bobby brings his gun and points it at it, after which he has to leave. Bobby then goes through a book in his room, looking at different intimate positions, and is intimately with Terry in the same positions during the night. The next day, Bobby's parents go on holiday for a week. After this, Bobby discharges all the workers working in his house, and Bobby and Terry seem to enjoy a lot throughout the week. After the week is over, everyone comes back and we see everyone having dinner. During dinner we learn that Bobby has an exam tomorrow, so his dad wishes him good luck. Then after dinner is over, Bobby goes to Terry's room and asks her to get intimate, but this time Terry refuses and asks her to leave. Only then can he concentrate on tomorrow's exam, and Bobby on his way to his room kisses Terry, who sees his dad. Next day, Bobby goes for the exam. Terry was also accompanying him, and Bobby comes out after the exam is over, and tells that she has got 91 marks, in whose pleasure both of them go to a beach, or Terry tells her that she is going to the village to meet her family. Bobby gets a little sad hearing this. The two then go home, where Bobby's dad invites him into the room to talk to him about something. Bobby's dad instigates Bobby against Terry while talking, that Terry taught you in the greed of more money. Bobby then comes out and gets into an argument with Terry, but Terry slaps Bobby, due to which he takes a scooty and leaves from there, but he gets into a small accident on the way. After that, we see Bobby at Bonnie's house. Here Bobby calls out the window to talk to Bonnie, and as soon as he comes out, Bobby proposes to her, gives to which Bonnie says we are just friends, but Bobby doesn't listen to her and kisses her. Then we are shown the other day, when Terry was on his way to his village. Then Bobby goes to her, after which both of them say sorry to each other for yesterday's matter. Then Terry leaves from there. And that's how the movie ends.